What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another War Thunder video. Today we're taking a look at the rare German KV-1B. This is a premium Tier 3 4.3 battle rating tank. I unlocked this a while back. I think it was August of 2015 when they had the Summertime Madness event going on. This is not a tank that you can purchase. This is not to be confused with the 756 KV-1B, which is part of the German tech tree. This is a rather rare tank. I very rarely see this taken out. It's unfortunate because it's actually a pretty good tank. The gun is arguably the weakest thing about it. 76mm f32 cannon, but it does make up for itself with the reload rate of 6.8 seconds. We'll take a look at the penetration values of the armor, or excuse me, of the ammo. You get 4 ammo types. You get the MD5 fuse, which I don't use. The MD8 fuse, which is what I do use. I use quite a bit of that. And then I don't take the HE or the shrapnel rounds because they just aren't effective at against main tanks. So I use the MD8 fuse. It doesn't have very good penetration values, as you can see there on the screen. It's really right on the cusp of being able to penetrate a lot of tanks from the front. So you will bounce a lot of shots, unfortunately, especially if you get up tiered and you're facing some of the heavier tanks. But I guess other KV-1s you can pen them in certain spots, and we'll get into that. The armor on this tank is the best thing going for it. If you take a look at the armor here, the spot I recommend going for is the view report here that the driver has. So you get the X right here, get the driver, get the optics right here. I would aim right there. That's where I shoot all KV-1s. You just want to be careful and not aim a little bit too low, because you end up hitting this plate here, which is at a nasty 72-degree angle, and you'll end up bouncing 99.9% of your shots. You just aim a little bit higher. And I don't trust, I know this shows us up on screen, but this is an add-on plate. This tank has a lot of add-on plates, which is really interesting. So you know, if you get a side, you know, most of the time, if you get a side shot on a KV-1, you think, oh, this is gonna be easy to just pen this, no problem. Well, on the side, let me see if I can get, here we go. 75mm goes all the way around, you know, like a box. Then you get, on the front half, you get 25mm of add-on plates on both the left and the right-hand side of the tank, which ends up protecting the tank quite a bit, actually. And the turret is very much the same. You get a 75mm box. Then on the left and right-hand side, you get an additional 30mm of add-on. And this add-on does not exist on the back, as you can see here, and it only exists on the front, on the corners. You can see how the armor wraps around the corners on both the left and right-hand sides here. The only places that the add-on armor does not exist is at the top corners and the bottom corners. I don't think it's very likely that you're going to be able to pen that spot anyway, because odds are you're gonna hitting either the main hull of the tank, or you'll end up hitting the mantlet, and the mantlet on this is pretty thick. You have to have a hell of a shot, or hell of a gun too. I generally try not to aim for the mantlet on a KV-1. I try to aim for the driver's port if I can. From the back, of course, you can shoot wherever you want. You know, shoot right in the back and hit the engine, lay it on fire, or the back of the turret is also a nice spot because there's no add-on armor back there. Let's take a look at the ammo racks. Almost no ammo whatsoever in the turret. Just a couple rounds here on the sides and the back. Most of it is stored on the floor of the tank. Got some over here on the left-hand side. Most of it here is in the back. And the back, excuse me, the lower plates, excuse me, the lower ammo racks are going to be hard to hit. Not only because of the fact that you're likely going to end up hitting the tracks themselves, but just remember you have this additional add-on armor here, this additional 25mm, so the odds of hitting the ammo rack is somewhat difficult. So with all that out of the way, we're going to go ahead and take a look at this tank in battle, and I believe I have a Hurtgen Forest battle here for you guys, pre-recorded. As promised, here we are on Hurtgen Forest. This is it's a fun map for this kind of a tank. It's got a lot of armor, So it's really good for this close quarters kind of combat. On Hurricane Forest, this is not domination, this is conquest, so we're all battling over one cap point, which is going to be really interesting to see how this tank fares against everything else. Good armor, so I'm liking my odds here. My strategy for this map is usually to go to one side or the other, and obviously not run into shit along the way. On Hurricane Forest, you either lose from your left or your right. My experience is my team usually falls from the left side from this spawn point. You know, people tend to get along the left-hand side of the flank and ends up shooting us in the side or even the rear. So my strategy has changed over the past couple of months to always go to the left-hand side and protect this side of the map. Because if I fall, at least I know that I was the one that screwed up and not a teammate. So maybe it's just me, and maybe I don't have as much confidence in my teammates as I should. But I've died too many times because people couldn't hold down the flank. So use my heavy tank and just hold down this side of the map. Of course, showing my left side wasn't the brightest thing here, but I know I can hit him. You can't always trust that aim marker. You know, if you don't have it just right on the money, sometimes it just doesn't work. It's one of the issues with arcade. You know, people think arcade is easy, and it is sometimes, but it's the aim marker is not always reliable to go with. Got an Achilles here. I don't want to be too aggressive. I know I can pen him, just a matter of picking the right spot, and that was not the spot. I rush fired that one, but thankfully I got a fast reload, 6.9 seconds. I can peek back out. This time he's not facing me, so I'm able to take my time, aim my shot, and take him out with one shot. It's one of the nice things about this ammo type is that it's high explosive, so it's very much like the T-34 rounds that you get. This is, after all, a Soviet tank, just with some it was actually captured by the Finns, if I remember correctly. So the Germans have access to it. KV-1 through there. I wasn't sure if I was going to hit him or not because of all that crap that's in between us. And that was just a terrible shot. I'm always looking behind me because I don't want to get flanked myself. You know, it's frustrating to be flanked, even though I'm the one that's trying to hold down the flank. That would be kind of embarrassing to get flanked myself. Here's your 3M. I can pen him, no problem. Take him out. Got his engine and everything. That's the beauty of the high explosive. It's devastating if you can pen whatever you're shooting at. It's incredible. It's just a matter of, can you penetrate the tank? And some of these tanks are quite thick. Like the KV-1 that I saw earlier. That was damn close to artillery. Artillery is absolutely nuts in arcade. It's one of the things that I hate most. That and the attackers, all the the bombers and the IL-2s and what have you. If I could remove the planes from arcade, I think I would have so much more fun in arcade. The air support, it's just out of control sometimes. It's completely overpowered. Panzer 4G, and I can kill him from the side. And of course he sees me, or maybe it was the Churchill. Took out most of my crew. I'm down to 2 crew. Come on, rotate that turret. Rotate that turret. And ammo rack. Beautiful. Couldn't ask for anything better than that. And now I have to think about whether or not that Panzer is still there, off to my right. So far, I've been playing it pretty passively. I haven't been super aggressive, pushing around these buildings. Even though I have good armor, there are some really good, exceptional guns at this tier. You get anywhere from 3.3 to 5.3. There's some excellent tanks in here. So I don't want to be super aggressive. I want to protect myself. And now that I've got just 2 crew members, I have to be even more protective of my crew. Got a T-34 off to my left. I know I can get him, but he can also get me if he pens me in my driver's port. He's protected himself behind that building a little bit, so I can't go after him. I'm waiting for him to push out, be a little more aggressive. That was just a waste of a shot. And he gets taken out. I got a kill assist, even though I didn't really do any damage to him. T-34 off to my right. He's not looking. He's dead. It's always nice to take out T-34. There's a lot of T-34 spam that you'll run into at 4.3. Because the T-34s are 3.7 or 4.0, depending on which model you're talking about. Oh, Panzer 4G. He's starting to push. Come around the corner, friend. I'm friendly, I promise. Be more aggressive, come on. There you go, ammo rack. Gotcha. Sometimes this gun is either disappointing or just amazing. And I think it really has to do more than anything with the ammunition type. The MD8 fuse is just exceptional. Got Achilles, you can see off to the left. Just want to make sure he doesn't come around and side shot us. Once again, just making sure that I'm doing my job as holding down my left flank. Artillery just everywhere. Just tore off some stuff on my tank. You can see the treads on my left tracks are showing. And I'm just playing it patiently. There's no need for me to rush into the cap. The cap is just right to the front right of me. Just letting them come to me basically is what I was trying to do here. And use this. Ooh, yeah, M6 or excuse me M4 behind me. He's down. Wow, AAA truck took him out. That's kind of embarrassing. Wellington just wiped out a T-34. That was nice. And we're capping, or at least we're starting to. 105. I don't think I can penetrate the 105 from the front. But sometimes you just have to take a shot. You know, you never know. Sometimes I've had the luckiest shots by doing something like that. Just take a crazy shot like that. Yeah, I don't remember offhand what the 105's armor is like. But I don't think I can penetrate it from the front. Right in the turret ring I seem to be able to hit. That's about it. And even that shot was not very good. If I'm going to critique myself, you know, now that I'm watching my replay, I would have to say I'm being too passive. I'm not being quite as aggressive as I would like to be actually in this point. They have multiple tanks on the west side of A. So I have to push forward here a little bit. I have to give my team a hand here. Got a Valentine and a T-34 57. Take out the Valentine, but still leaves the 57 up. Not a great tank, the 57. It's a T-34 with a better gun, but I actually prefer the earlier T-34s over the 57 because the 57's explosive round or whatever it is, I don't remember offhand. It doesn't seem to pack much of a punch. So I'd rather take the earlier T-34s. I'm reluctant to push. I don't want to be too aggressive here. At the same time, I have to eliminate this guy, and there we go. Right through the front, no problem at all. Got a KV-1 push to my left side flank. He shoots me, retreats, and I'm left deciding whether or not I want to push him or go towards the cap. It looks like he's going to push again. Yep, he's being a little bit aggressive. But I can't find any spot to shoot him other than basically his turret ring area, and that's such a small spot to hit. I can't get a good shot on his driver port. And he can't do much against me either. We can't really kill each other. I guess that's one of the frustrations about the KV-1s. The guns kind of suck as far as the pen, so they have to go around and side shot each other. Cromwell, he can out here one-shot him without any problem whatsoever. Here he comes. He's flanking me now, but I can't push forward because there's a Sherman right in front of me, the 105. Come on, buddy, you can peek. Got his driver, machine gun, that's about it, unfortunately. The 105 is down, thankfully. I had to push, couldn't reload fast enough, unfortunately. He was able to replace his driver in a little bit faster than I was able to reload my gun. So now I want to push forward a little bit and see what else is out here. I know that KV-1 is still up. Is anything else out here that's not marked on the mini-map? I'm worried about that KV-1 coming around the corner because he knows that I'm here. And here, you know, sure enough, he comes forward, bounces his shot because he can't really do much against me. I don't know what the hell I was thinking there. That was a wasted shot. I think I was thinking I was a bigger tank than I was. Because some tanks you can shoot a KV-1 right through there without any trouble. Here we got a fuel tank. And look at that thing. He's trying to move with a fuel tank fire. Good luck. There. He's out. Loader was left, and M4 got him actually. Another KV-1. Damn KV-1s. That's that lower plate that I was mentioning. You hit that thing, it'll bounce all the time. Best thing I can do is flank him, because he can't really do much against me. Once again, thinking I'm in a bigger tank than I am. So I say screw it, just get into the cap, let's end this match. The gun is not, it's not great against other KV-1s, let's put it that way. I think that's pretty evident. Especially if you aim at the spots that I aim. Those are not very good shots, I have to admit. Do as I say, not as I do. Don't aim where I aim, because that will not be a recipe for success, unfortunately. My God, the PE3. That was close. That was really close. I know there's a Sherman out here somewhere. Is he gonna come at me? Or am I gonna have to go for him? Got his driver loader. I know his gunner is on his left side. That's about all I could get with that one shot. I'm actually pretty low on ammo. I took 30 rounds. I think the lowest I got was 8 rounds, maybe. Now he's being aggressive. There we go. One shot. APH EBC, man. It's good when it works. It's good when it gets a, you know, when you're going up against a Sherman or a T-34 Panzer. KV-1s, not so much. Those tanks have just enough armor where they're going to give you fits. Nothing along our flank. Oh, that was close. Jeez Christ. Suicide bombers in arcade, man. They are just nuts. Get around this corner. There isn't too much of a team left over there. We've managed to knock them down to just 3 or 4 vehicles. Panzer III is about the most fearsome thing out there, and I take a shot at him and through the window, and I don't get anything. I know some of you are thinking, why in the hell would you shoot through the window? I've actually killed a number of tanks by shooting through windows on this map. It's not always clear which ones you can shoot through and which ones you can't. Some of them are basically blocked by debris inside the building, but some of them I have been able to shoot through, and I've managed to kill probably 10 tanks on this map just by shooting through windows. Just a triple truck is all I think is left, and here we go, end of the battle. 9 kills, 4 assists, 1 capture point, and most importantly, no deaths. I played a little bit passively at times, a little bit too passively. But I just let them come to me. I was not in a big rush, especially after I got down to 2 crew members. So what did you guys think about the KV-1? I think it's a pretty good tank. The gun is not great. It's just good enough at this tier. I wouldn't recommend up-tiering this at all. I think the battle rating is just perfect at 4.3. Anyway, guys, thanks again for watching. If you enjoyed this video, hit that thumbs up button. And of course, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Take care, guys.